Hi everyone, this is Elton Malabanan with ID number K230398, and in this video I'll talk about what I learned this week in software engineering and how I can apply these skills to my software engineering project. So this week the main focus of the lecture was about requirements engineering, especially how to properly elicit, analyze, and prioritize requirements. I learned that requirements engineering is not just about asking users what they want. It is about a structured process that involves understanding business goals, exploring different user perspectives, and ensuring that the final list of requirements is complete, consistent, and realistic for the project. One of the biggest takeaway for me was that 6-dimensional approach to detailed requirements elicitations, that this framework helps break down requirements into like 6 areas, which is individual functionality, business flow, data needs, user interfaces, external system interfaces, and non-functional constraints. Learning this method helped me understand that requirements need to be looked from multiple angles and not just functionality, because it ensures we don't overlook things like performance needs, UI expectations, or necessary integrations with other systems. Another important aspect we covered was requirement prioritization. I learned that not all requirements can be implemented at once due to limited in time or technical capability. With that, prioritizing helps decide what should be delivered first. And after that, the lecturer explained different prioritization criteria, such as current user demands, market conditions, and existing problems in the current system. We also learned about rigorous approaches like the analytical hierarchical process, which compares requirements pairwise and give each one a calculated priority score. This helps make more objective decisions instead of relying only on gut feeling. And with all that learnings, how does all of this connect to my software engineering project in the future? So for my project, I can use the 6-dimensional approach to make sure my team gathers requirements properly. Instead of just listing features, we can create a clearer structure by analyzing the business flow, identifying exact data needs, sketching early user interfaces, and checking for any external systems we need to interact with. This will help us build a more complete understanding of the system before we start designing it. Also, requirement prioritization will also be very helpful. Our project has limited time, so we need to clearly decide which features are essential for the first release and which ones can come later. Using the prioritization methods we learned, like group requirements by importance or using pairwise comparison, we can develop a more realistic and manageable plan, and this will help us avoid scope creep and make sure we deliver the most valuable parts of the system first. Overall, the skills from this week are directly applicable to real software projects, and they help ensure that what we build actually matches user needs, fits within the project constraints, and is organized in a way that the whole team understands. I now feel more confident about planning and documenting requirements for my project, and I can use these methods to make our final project more successful. And that's it. Thank you for listening.